Welcome. Welcome. We're in a very green kind of mood today. Hello. Hello. We have a lot to talk about today. As always, it's ghetto. So don't even ask what we'll be talking about today. You already know. Come on in. Come on in. Don't even ask. You already know. It's get and hit that like button on us when you slide on in. Hello, who we got in the building? Hello, Desiree. Hello, Bud Webb. Hello, Delightful. Hello, Broderick. Hi, where's the tea? Dear Journal, Creatively D. Hello, Kadra, Nelly Nils, Nisa, Consuela. Hello, Consuela. Dr. Jones. Hello, Dr. Jones. We have Quima. Quima said my notifications finally came through. I'm here. That's right. Broderick said, Lord, Nikki and Aunt Karen. Oh, baby. Well, it's news and we got to talk about it, y'all. We just have to. Now, mind you, both Aunt Karen and Nicki Minaj have me blocked. So I feel like it's free game. We can just talk, right? And now they gonna see it. Lynn, Markeisha Johnson. Hey, Markeisha. R. Lewis. How you doing, R. Lewis? Unapologetically Mimi says hello, everyone. She said hello. I ain't seen nobody say hello back. What's up, Vonda? Mysterious by nature. We haven't seen you in a while. Where you been? Hi from Michigan, my nosy fam. Hey, Missy. So we got a lot to talk about. Smash the like button on your way in. Welcome to Noisy Bystanders Live. First update. Let me show you guys. We're doing some data testing today for our network. And since you're here early, you can get a glimpse of it. I don't think it's in this phone. So you won't be getting a glimpse of it. Hold on. Is it in my other phone? You might be able to get a glimpse of it there. Hold on. Yes, you can. Now watch. I actually shot a video. Please don't say anything about my plants. I know they're dying. They need help. All right. Mind you, I'm single and living alone. So, all right. So what? So zoom in. All right. Zoom in. Hey. We're there. We're finally in Roku. There we are. There we are. We've arrived on our first week of testing. Very proud of us. Very proud of us. Look at us. Look at us. We finally did it. We finally did it. We're finally in our first week of testing. Yes. So congratulations on Nosy Bystanders. We have made it. We have broken the barriers, if you will. We've broken the barriers. And when we're ready, this is what it's going to look like on a TV screen near you. Look at us. Look how cute we are. We're so little. We're right under Apple TV. We're going to bring you guys some exciting television, or at least we're doing our best to. But there we are, and we're so cute and little. So look at our baby. Look at our tiny baby. Our tiny baby has made its way. Okay, so that's the news. That's the news. Send us champagne. We don't have a P.O. box, so send us virtual champagne. Smash that like button on your way in. Hello, everyone. Hello, Miss Harper. How you doing? Hello, Chaz Princeton. Hello, friends of the show. Always a good friend of the show. Valerie, how you doing? Ramona, hello. Blaze 106.91. Sue Lee. Hello, Sue Lee. Hello, The Journey. Hello, Nichelle Little. We on Facebook? We on Facebook too. We on Facebook. And we're in our first week. This week is our first week of testing our network on Roku. So we got down to the hard part. Now we just do everything else. So here we are. This is what it's going to look like when you download us into Roku, except we're going to be changing the signage because I don't really like it. I think I'm going to go with something a little bit more snazzier like Nosy Bystanders TV, but There we are. The proof is in the pudding. So let's get to our first story because we don't got time and I'm trying to go swimming, honey. Okay. So let's just get the graphics up for our first story. I don't have any graphics for the Monique Slater story, so you're just gonna have to trust me when I say it's insane. Okay. So I want to talk about this collaboration right here. It drops this Thursday. If you're going to listen to it, this is actually good news. This is not bad news or messy news. This is actually good news. So Megan the Stallion and Little Kim are actually launching, and they got a song coming out this week. I'm very excited. They both look great. They do. They both look beautiful. I love the little outfit that Little Kim has on, that Dolce and Gabbana two piece with the high thigh high boots and the sheer stocking. She looks great. And of course, Megan Thee Stallion, my favorite artist of all time, she always looks fabulous. So there's no shade here. They both look great. And of course, I'm going to be listening to it. I hope you guys do as well. When we'll be ready to go, we launch on Halloween. We already announced our launch date. We launch on Halloween, spooky season, honey. So we're going to be all ready for spooky season. We're trying to give all our content creators who are producing TV shows on our network, we want to be able to give them a good time to offer you guys really good, robust content. So I just want you guys to know that. Hello, Taurus season. How you doing? Thanks for the phone call yesterday. Totally needed it. So shout out to Megan the Stallion and Little Kim. I think that their song's probably gonna be great. Obviously gonna be something sexy, salacious, filthy. So cover your ears when you're listening to it. Okay. Cover your ears when you listen to it because you know it's going to be good. It drops. Now, remember, there was some controversy around this collaboration, and not from them two. These two have been totally professional about it, but getting sneak this by Nicki Minaj because of Megan Thee Stallion's collaboration. I guess Nicki's not a big fan of who Megan Thee Stallion collaborates with. Like anybody gives a holy hell. But I guess Nicki Minaj was throwing some shade their direction on Twitter, which I don't have because I don't care because she blocked me, so I don't have a way to go look for it. But she was throwing some shade toward both of these creators or these two artists because of their collaboration. Because I guess apparently when Nicki Minaj started out, she wasn't giving Lil Kim her flowers as she should have, and it just caused this like kind of like rift in between their pseudo relationship. But now seeing this collaboration between Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj, I'm sorry, Megan Thee Stallion and Lil Kim, I guess Nicki Minaj is feeling some type of way, which we don't actually care about. This is not to show support because Nicki Minaj's feelings are hurt. We don't care about her. She's also what's bringing us into our next story. This story is going to be really the meat and potatoes of our show. So buckle up because it's long. Okay, so this is from Neighborhood Talk. More garbage. So from the Neighborhood Talk, apparently they posted this story. So if you are not familiar with the story, grab your popcorn. Okay, so the Neighborhood Talk posted a story because a content creator by the name of Aunt Karen O posted a series of videos about this gentleman that you could hardly see. It's a white guy. This gentleman who has been doing this series where he goes to 50 dates or 50 states and does 50 dates. Does that make sense? So he's been doing a series where he goes to 50 states to do 50 dates. And Aunt Karen pointed out that all of the women he has gone on dates with, including when he made his way to Hawaii, were white women. And that sparked a ton of controversy on the internet because people are just saying, some people do agree with her and they are stating, because I've seen some of the comments and some people said, I totally agree with this. Like, he should have variety. Some Black people are like, no, you can't force people to date Black people because if he does have an inherent bias against dating outside of his race, what is forcing him to date in his race going to do? It's just going to traumatize the women that he, engulfs himself around. Other people are saying, no one cares. Let the man date who he wants to date. We don't care about that. Does that make sense? But Aunt Karen proceeds to post a video about it. The Neighborhood Talk picked it up. And then Nicki Minaj proceeds to leave this comment below. Now, it's too small for you to read, so I'm going to just read it to you myself. So give me one moment. So the comment says, this is from Nicki Minaj. I'm going to do my best to censor as much of it as I can. She says, yo, could you imagine waking up, looking in the mirror, realizing you're a Black queen and going on TikTok to concern yourself with a white man dating white women in different states with his own effing money. Okay. Nikki continues and says, are y'all not effing tired of looking this insecure? This is the equivalent of a Karen. And using terms like what you gonna do about it to pander to black queens is so effing ill. Like, this only makes these women feel like you're jealous of them and you're obsessed with them, which often boosts their self esteem. I'm going to give this woman the, sorry, wrong direction, of the day award on the next Queen Radio. Cause child, enough is enough. What you gonna do? What you gonna do, girl? Girl, going on. That's what she said. Now, mind you, I'm gonna repeat this again. Both of these two women have me blocked on social media, which I find hilarious. And I find it hilarious that they have me blocked, but they got the nerve to just beef with each other. Weirdo energy. But I actually have to agree with Nicki Minaj. She can block me all she wants, but she is absolutely correct in this instance. It's what it is it's reducing yourself to the lowest common denominator. And I'm just going to talk about it. I'm going to just be real about it. I know I just probably shouldn't go too far into depth into this topic because I honestly don't care. But I think I just have to say it. Like, I don't think this is how she started off her platform, Aunt Karen. And then something happened, and it's just like her platform really got like reduced down to like internet smut. Now, what we do over here is internet smut. Let's be clear, okay? Me digging into celebrity gossip and these deep dive stories on scammer chefs and scammer, whatever. Yeah, that's smut, but it's entertainment and we're okay with that, right? Like, we have taken the oath of internet smut and we're known for it, okay? But that's not really where Aunt Karen's platform was. Her platform was really geared towards social justice, calling out the racists of the day, I believe, and every other trope wrapped around that, which is totally understandable, right? That was her niche. And now she's kind of reduced it down to what I don't really know because, again, she's got me blocked. So I wouldn't even be able to see what it is she's currently doing unless someone like the Neighborhood Talk picks it up. Right. So, but Nicki Minaj is correct. This is what is this? I don't think I have any more to add to it because Nicki Minaj is totally, absolutely correct about this instance. Like, you're a black queen, own it. You know what I mean? It shouldn't matter to you what a man does, even if it was a black man and he went to 50 different states and dated 50 different white women or 50 different Filipino women or 50 different indigenous women or 50 different whatever women, insert in that blank spot. It's not our business because people can do what they want to do with what they want. It's one thing to say you have a company and it is your duty to hire multicultural individuals, right? Having a multicultural workplace, right? That's one thing. But it's a whole other thing to say your bedroom should be multicultural. What? You know what I mean? Like, that's weird. It's like, that's your bedroom. That's like your sacred place. So it's not to say that this man is even sleeping with these women, but he definitely is taking them on dates. And what he does with his money and his free time, it's really his business. And I really hope that he doesn't respond to these videos because he shouldn't have to, right? That's not what his content is geared toward. It's not what his content is geared around. He can do whatever he wants to do with his money and his free time. If this man has time to go to 50 different states, he's got bread. Okay, he's got bread, he's got time and energy. So that's really his forte, right? That's his business, as Tabitha Brown would say. Let me get some of your comments. This is from MI says, I give F's who he dates, correct. This is from MI says, I'm Karen is reaching, who cares? Yeah. This is from Cami on the go. Cami says, if I went on 50 dates in 50 states for 50 dates, they would be all black. I'd be shocked if people had a problem. That's crazy. Yeah, like, most people date within their proximity, right? So if you're born and raised around a ton of the people that look like you, you're more than likely to gravitate toward those people. That's just how that happens, right? That's dating, marriage, where you decide to buy a home, and crime. They all share the same sort of demographics, right? Crime usually occurs within your neighborhood. Purchasing a home usually occurs within your neighborhood. Even employment, right? Sometimes works within your neighborhood. People try to find jobs close to their home. People are not trying to find a job while they live in New York, somewhere in San Francisco, even if it's remote. Even people like, oh, it's remote work. You can live anywhere. People still tend to gravitate toward companies that are within their home sphere, because if that company were to transition back into the office, you still want to make sure that you have home court advantage. You see what I mean? So you're not going to pick up a job in San Francisco and then a year later they're like, oh, let's come to the office. You're like, I'm in Staten Island, New York, so that's not going to work. And I love this job, but do I want to move? So yeah, same with dating. Nellie Nell says, she is being so problematic these days. I don't know what happened. I don't either. It's not our business. As Tabitha Brown would say, it's just weird. The internet's a wild place. You know what I mean? Like, you'll be shocked at who you follow, who blocks you, and so on and so forth. So, like, just to see this on the neighborhood talk with an artist and a content creator who both have me blocked, I just find hilarious, because I'm just like, wow, look at me from the outside looking in. Okay, what's going on? Not my business. Okay, keep it moving. But it is news, so we do discuss it. But it is just wild. It's just like, I don't know. It's like seeing like two lions outside of their like native their native landscape. You're like, what are they doing? Are they all right? I don't think they're all right. You know what I mean? Like seeing a lion in Brooklyn. Like, what are you doing here? I just closed my door. I just closed my door because it ain't my business. This from A Nicole. A Nicole says they have Steph blocked like she's the problem. And I don't even want to get into that, because you guys, I don't get into me, and like I don't get into like internet tiffs. Even when Nicki Minaj came after me, I didn't get into all of that. I was just like, look, you gonna offer me an apology? You're not? You're gonna dismiss me? Okay, bet. I'm still gonna talk about you now, honey. I'm gonna still read you for filth. You were bored one day. That's why you decided to find me. Now, the mystery, what's up, Amanda? The mystery behind Nicki Minaj blocking me on all social media platforms except TikTok is rather curious to me, and I would like to know why. Now, there's something behind that. I think that she's got a lot of pull and a lot of clout on Twitter and Instagram, but she might not have that same clout on TikTok, because there is a specific reason why she did not block me there, and I would like to know why. She either doesn't know how to block people on those social media apps. Granted, the woman's 40, so it's a good chance she may not know how to use it, but there's something to that. And I'm still digging into that. I'm like, I want to know why. Maybe it's a bad look for her or something. I don't know. But shout out to Aunt Karen and Nicki Minaj. You both deserve Clown of the Week award, if you ask me. Both of you. It's just ridiculous. It's like, what are you doing? What are both of you doing? Like, you're a millionaire and you're a very verified, content creator who talks about social justice. What are either of you doing? You're both mildly intelligent women. Okay, let's just call a spade a spade. They're not dummies or doofuses. They're mildly intelligent women. She was smart enough to know how to amass a multi-million-dollar fortune and career, and she was smart enough to amass a very large social media platform. So they're not dumb. You know what I mean? The real question I would have is, what are both of you doing? Like, that's the real question. What are you doing? Like, what exactly are both of you doing? Are you just bored? Or, I mean, I get Nicki Minaj's statement. The statement, she's accurate. She's right. But she's got way too much free time to be making these statements. Or does she? Or maybe she's just really multifaceted. Like, how do you open up for the VMAs and have time to be on social media and find this? You know what I mean? Like, it's not like, oh, Nicki Minaj ain't got nothing to do. No, she's got plenty to do. So the real question is, how does she juggle all of that? Like, how does she juggle that? That's just the real mystery to me. Like, maybe she is multi-talented, and we slept on Nicki Minaj's ability to focus on social issues, social trending issues on the internet, and open up a music award show. She's also a mom to a teeny tiny baby. Mind-boggling. Mind boggled. Okay. So I just like, wow, you've got to have all the time in the world or nothing. And yet I cannot figure out which one it is. I cannot figure out which one it is. Sorry, it's my neighbor. She's so kooky. Like, it's a long story. One day I saw her on roller skates, couldn't explain it. Never saw her in those roller skates again. It made no sense. Made absolutely zero sense. The strange neighbor. Let me get some of your comments. Torcy says, no, Nicki be home bored and nosy just like us. She is nosy. She is a nosy bystander. Nicki Minaj is definitely a nosy bystander. She so badly wants to be one of us. She knows she want to order her a hoodie because she nosy like us. Because we ask really nosy questions and she's just like, what y'all over there talking about? That's okay with me. I don't mind having a nosy stand. This from Amanda NBS says, as the mother of a very young child, she has too much time on her hands. A little too much for me. But she does have a husband. Granted, she does have a husband. You know what I mean? Taurus Season says, y'all keep forgetting these celebs are normal people, nosy people. They are. That's true. But I'm not the nosy where like I don't Google and search my name. I definitely don't search my name or the nosy bystanders in social media because I know there's probably tons of people who writes horrible things about us, and I have my mental health to take care of. And I feel like when you comb the internet looking for yourself, there's a good chance that you are going to find stuff you're not going to like, and it could be really bad to your mental health. So I just don't do it. I don't have an itch to do it. I just don't do it, either way. I'm not about to go out there searching for negative, terrible things people say about me on the internet. Smash the like button, 172 you in the building. Can we get to 100 likes? And I want to talk about our next story. This is from Mrs. Prince. Miss Prince says, need stuff to talk about on Queen Radio. That's true. She does need stuff to talk about. She doesn't even do the Queen Radio. That's the crazy part. She's only done it once. Crazy. Like, Nicki, just do the Queen Radio. We talked about this 2 shows ago where we were discussing how the premise for her show is really great. She just needs to stay focused. You know what I mean? She could be the next Wendy Williams if she really put her mind into it. She just won't. Like, girl, save all that good tea for your radio station. Don't be leaving comments. You giving other people content. Don't be leaving comments under people's stuff. Keep that stuff to yourself. Seriously, keep this stuff to yourself. I don't leave a whole lot of comments everywhere. This is from A Nicole. A Nicole says, is Nicki going to rap queen to the internet Karen? Is going from rap queen to internet Karen? I don't think she's an internet Karen. I don't think Nicki, well, she might be. She might be an internet Karen. She does come and bother people a lot and complain a lot. Maybe. I don't really know. MI says she has a little focus, hence squirrel brain. Kel said, now Steph, you're almost 42. Not as close as Nicki. Nicki is 40. I'm 35. It's wild. It is definitely wild. It's just again, it's like it's looking at 2 lions at Brooklyn. You're like, how did you get out of the Brooklyn Zoo? What are you doing? What are you both of you doing? It's wild. It's wild. I want to talk about our last story. I know we're kind of speed rolling through these, but I want to talk about our last story, and you can see the graphics on our thumbnail. It's about Monique Slater. So I'm getting caught up to speed, so we're just gonna kind of spitball all of this. So apparently, Monique Slater announced in January that she was pregnant with twins, and then announced that she was pregnant with it was one twin, and it was one baby, and it was a girl. And now that 9 months later, there's no baby. And so now the internet is swirling because people want to know what happened to the baby. So I took time and I went to Monique Slater's Instagram page. She's on Instagram. And I went ahead and screen recorded this video because I thought it was a bit unusual. We'll just watch this video.
You guys know I've been real life committed to my healing, my self-restoration, my trauma therapy, unpacking things, and I make sure that when I travel, when I'm on the road, I, maintain as much of that as possible. And bitch, we outside, and it's been quite the last 72 hours. So, I got my sage with me.
So you can see in this still shot of this video, she's obviously not pregnant. So the mystery deepens on Monique Slater pregnancy because, again, roughly 7-8 months ago, she said, and she posted this on her Instagram live, that she was indeed pregnant. This is her, and that's her belly. So yeah, weird. So I gotta put it back up here. I'll put it back up here so you can see it. I should have had these graphics ready, but I think this is enough clear of a shot. Miss Moniece, what's happening? Was it just a food baby? Because we'll accept food baby. But then when you go here, this video was just posted on her Instagram. I'm thoroughly confused. She was off her meds, her mother said. Ooh. Definitely looks healthy. She looks great. This is from Lynn Baker. Lynn says she has said she suffers from depression. Depression doesn't make you a liar. We're talking about this because it just came out this week that when she posted that video on Instagram, people were like, we thought you were pregnant, and she's not. Apparently she's been beefing with her parents because her parents are alleging that she's lying. She's not pregnant. And it is news because she's from Love and Hip Hop and she's kind of a micro celebrity. So I want to discuss it. That's why we're talking about it, Courtney. Smash that like button. Yeah. So, so maybe she did, right? Maybe she did. Someone stated in the comment section she could have lost her baby. Totally understandable. Except she was in a live video, which I don't have for you today, that I kind of peeped across on TikTok. And she was in another live video on Instagram and stated that she never claimed she was pregnant. So we'll chalk this up to she was pregnant, she lost her baby, and because she does suffer from a lot of mental health disorders. I think one of them, she stated herself, is bipolar disorder. So she does suffer from mental health disorder. And maybe this is how she's coping to the loss of her child. Because if you look at this still shot here, she very much looks pregnant. This is not no food baby. And this Instagram live video she posted, this looks, her stomach looks tight, but other than her stomach looking very tight and full, during pregnancy, there's this like type of pigmentation you get on your belly, kind of like this straight line. It's kind of, I can't explain it, but you get this like lining on your belly, and then you'll start to get this coloration around your neck area, and you can see that. And in a number of videos that she had posted, you could see that looks like a pregnant, the black line, you know what I'm talking about, that looks like a pregnant belly. So based off of what I saw, I would chalk it up to that she was pregnant. She may have lost her child, and coping with it, she just basically says, I wasn't pregnant, because that's probably the best way for her mental health that she could talk about her baby. You know what I mean? Bud Webb says the baby thing can be hard. That's why a lot of people don't look to state their pregnancy till they're very well in term. Yeah, you're absolutely correct. You're correct. Sweet Jensen says, yeah, she was pregnant. I saw the belly. Yeah, that's what I think too. I think she's just, this is how she's coping with her baby. You know what I mean? I don't think she's a liar. I don't think she was lying. based off of what I saw, she didn't seem like a liar. I think that when you're under the watchful eye of so many people, they track your weight and they're like, "Oh, are you pregnant?" Or people are like, when you do announce your pregnancy and you lose it, then you got to go through that all that turmoil, and you're under the watchful eye of people, so you can't just be on social media and be regular degular. You got to like, you know what I mean? You have to like put on, and so um yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Let me get some of your comments. This is from Tia Abrams says, Po thing. Yeah. Ray says, or she had it and is hiding the baby. No, she's live on the internet often. You would have seen she never got past like that tiny bump stage. She never got past that. Does that make sense? She never got past that little tiny baby bump, which is usually like 4 or 5 months. She never got past that. So people would have noticed it because she is active online often. So people would have noticed a 9 month pregnant belly. This is from uh is it Kiana of Old Stone says the baby's father was ignorant and disrespectful. So I'm glad that she's not stuck with his kid. Good for her. Who's her baby dad? Can someone drop his name in the comments? I wonder who he is. Jasmine Pierce says, but she's small. Anyways, that was a good food baby. You think she wasn't pregnant? Bud Webb says, never ask someone if they are pregnant. She announced it. No one asked her. This is from A. Nicole said she could have had gotten in a schmortion for health reasons. That is true. It is. If she's in Southern California, she can get that thing up to like 8 months. You know what I mean? No shade to those dead babies, but she can get it up to 8 months. Sometimes 8 months. You know what I mean? Miss Harper says, Steph, did I miss the Kiera Cole story? Yeah, yes, we did. We covered the Kiera Cole story. Yes, and it's a few videos down, so you're gonna have to dig. Sorry about that. Rendell says, I thought she was a surrogate for someone. Was she? No way. The Monique Slater baby situation is wild. She could have been a surrogate. Monique Slater is incredibly healthy. She is now mentally. I don't know if she would be a surrogate for someone only because of her mental health disorder. So that could like, and her age, that could really bump you. Most people want surrogates who are just under 25 years old because the younger you are, you're just, you know, you guys for the health of a baby, right? We're talking about baby health. We're not talking about the mother and age and consent. We're not talking about any of that, okay? Obviously, don't get pregnant unless it's consensual. Okay, but when it comes to the health of a baby, the younger you are, the better. The most primal age to really give birth to a baby is like 16 to 18. That's like when your body is like peak. You know what I mean? Even though 16 to 18-year-olds should not be having babies. But it's because your body is like properly matured for childbirth. Now, mentally, you might not be ready for childbirth, but that's why surrogacy, you have to be very, very young, under 25. Obviously, you can never be a 16-year-old surrogate, but when it comes to childbirth, your babies are going to be just the most healthiest the younger you are. The older you get, they consider you geriatric. So once you hit like 30, once you hit 35, right? I'm 30, 35, 30. How old am I? I'm 35, going on 36. So I would be considered geriatric. My uterus is geriatric. My uterus is almost 36 years old. That's an old uterus for birthing a child. Now, don't get me wrong, we are in the age of modern medicine, but at the same time, though, to have the most healthiest baby without like preeclampsia or pregestational diabetes or Down syndrome or autism or anything like that, I should have had more children, when I was like 2021. Does that make sense? Sweet Jensen says, yeah, she was saying she was due in June. Oh, Jasmine says Marla wasn't that off. Who's Marla? About what she is saying about the girl, but Marla slightly throw her to, so no one really listens to her. I don't know who Mara is. I'm sorry. Mi says she could have been polycystic, which can give you a huge belly or huge fibroids or miscarriage. Could be. Could be. So shout out to Monique Slater. I don't know what's going on with her. But I guess that's her business, as Tabitha Brown would say. That's her business, okay? That's your business. And she's right. That's her business. So, I guess people could just quit questioning the baby, if you will. I think it's just a weird situation. This whole situation is weird, especially like being under the watchful eye of everyone. People just watching you and be like, "Oh, you gained some weight. Are you pregnant?" Or you're pregnant, you announce it, then you lose your baby, or you decide to get a smortion, and then people start questioning your baby, and then now you got to deal with the scrutiny of that. So yeah, crazy story. Um, the story is crazy, wild. Um, Wild. So I wanted to spend a little bit of the rest of this time we have left, and I want to talk about Chef Tay Lee. Okay, we have to, because it's almost Friday and she's got a live show. So if you don't know, please, if you can, smash that like button. It's 200 of you in the building. Smash that like button and let's get into this Chef Tay Lee story, because the story is so wild and cockamamie. Okay, I don't even know what to even think about. It's the wildest story someone has ever brought me, and I guess now that this group on Facebook called Chef Tay Lee is a scammer proved me wrong. Now that they have my four eyes on the case, I feel like the story is getting a little bit more traction. So the story, we posted it on TikTok. It's almost hit 70 or 80,000 views. So people are really sending me a ton of tips about this Chef Tay Lee, specifically about another chef whose videos she has stolen. So I can't send messages on TikTok until 10 o'clock tonight, because I got a little suspension going on, but don't worry about it. It's nothing big, no big deal. And so I want to reach out to this chef who has alleged that Chef Tay Lee has been stealing her videos. Okay. So if you don't know, Chef Tay Lee is a chef on Facebook with 500,000 followers. Apparently, she also runs a Facebook group where she has stolen it from the original admins, and it has over 1 million followers in this group. So Chef Tay Lee's audience sits at about 1.5 million, which is crazy. And this woman has never cooked on camera. Think about that for a second. You have a chef who is a well-known chef on the internet streets right here on Facebook, but no one has actually seen this woman cook in real time. I'm not saying um that the reason this woman's audience has grown over the years because of sheer ignorance of the audience. I'm simply saying that you people who follow content creators, you got to do some vetting of the content creators. You understand what I mean? um just vet what they're doing, right? Especially if it's something that requires props. Her food would be her props, if you will. If you have not seen this person actually cook on camera, if you've not seen the camera pan to her, if she cannot do that, then that should be questionable in nature. And the fact that this woman has been able to amass over 1.5 million followers is crazy to me. And no one has seen this woman cook on the internet. It's crazy. It's the craziest story I've ever seen. Because when someone are like, she's a scammer, when the story brought to me, they're like, this is how the person presents the story to me. She's a scammer, she's selling cookbooks, but she doesn't ship them. I'm like, okay, I'll take a look. Then the same person DM'd me and said, yeah, and also too, her food videos are fake. That's where the tea was. The tea wasn't in the cookbooks, right? The cookbooks could be explained away simply by bad shippers, bad distributors, ipso facto. Okay. When the person DM'd me and said, this woman doesn't actually cook on camera, my eyeballs got big and I said, you're lying. There's no way someone could amass 1.5 million followers as a cooking network and doesn't cook. I can see stolen recipes, not crediting the authors. Okay. But you're talking about straight up fake images. What? So for the past couple of days, I've been tracking down some of her cooking videos. And I'm probably just going to reveal those on Friday once I completely getting all the information together. But I suspect that a lot of these videos that she of this food that she's cooking is not her at all. Apparently this woman has never cooked live on camera, and she's supposed to be live this Friday cooking. She's supposed to be live this Friday cooking. So we're gonna have a watch party here at the Nosy Bystanders. We don't know exactly when she's gonna go live, but Friday's show will not be news. Friday's show will be just a watch party. We're gonna be live streaming Chef Tay Lee's live video if she goes live. Apparently, she says this often, and she often comes up with lots of excuses as to why she can't cook on live. Sometimes it's she's under the weather. I think someone said one time she said she had COVID. Another time, someone said that she posted a a post on Facebook and said she just doesn't feel good right now because one of her photos was stolen by Red Lobster. You heard me correctly. And she just doesn't feel like going live because it's so upsetting that Red Lobster didn't tag her in the post. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. I wish I was kidding. I'm not kidding. R. Lewis says, "Can you get recipes?" What do you mean? Can I get recipes? You're asking me if I cook? Unapologetically me says, "After you said something about it that's sus. That's for real. Not Red Lobster." Yes, Red Lobster. Yes. You said, "Can you get recipes from on her platform?" No, you have to purchase her cookbook. And she does it. She only takes Cash App for that cookbook. So good luck getting it. Good luck getting that cookbook. Amanda says she's going to have the camera zoomed all the way into the pots on the stove. If she does, she a fraud. Ray says you cracking this case wide open. Doing my best, Ray. It's, I cannot believe that we have to investigate. Like, I don't know how she got a following that big without cooking online. I don't know how she did it. I would say the woman's a genius. I have to say that. We got to give credit where credit is due. Um, I don't know how she was able to cook online without people without being in camera. I don't know how she did it. And I don't know how y'all let her get away with it so long. This is from let me start at the top. This is from Desiree. Desiree said Cash App. Cash App. This is from Bud Webb says you showed on your video that she takes credit cards and Cash App. This is from Lisa says Maine ain't nobody buy the recipe from her. Yeah, no way. Blaze 106.9 says if she's fussing about Red Lobster, she ain't doing much. Blaze. Ray says you have to put your account number in for the section. Crazy. Broderick says the live is going to be no sound zoomed in, and as soon as the food is done, the live will be cut. I think it's going to be pre-recorded. If you ask me, I mean, I'm taking bets right now. I think the live is going to be pre-recorded. I think she's going to get on there, and I don't know the woman very much, but I think it's just going to be a crazy cockamamie sob story about a whole lot of nothing, and then there will be no cooking. I just want to see her cook some eggs. I don't even care what she cooks. She didn't got to cook all that elaborate food that she makes. I know for a fact she's not cooking it. I don't care what no one says allegedly, because you got to sprinkle that in there. But I don't think that she cooks her food. I think she's a fraud. I think she's a scammer. I think that when she started off, it was easy until videos became a big deal. And when Facebook started allowing you to monetize it, she needed videos fast, right? She needed to collect videos relatively quickly, and she found a good pinch hitter. Now there are a lot of videos that there are a lot of photos I've seen that she's taken from a Facebook group on from Belgium. Now the reason why people are like, well, why isn't this Facebook group saying anything? They're from the Netherlands. They probably have no concept or idea that a woman in Southern California is stealing their content. So they probably don't care. You know what I mean? So I find it very, this kind of cunning of her to steal from individuals overseas, because they probably have no idea what's going on in the internet world here in America. You know what I mean? This is from Lisa. Lisa's a pre-recorded for show. Roderick Flower says she's gonna make some oodles and noodles. Probably. Lisa said Pillsbury biscuits and eggs. I'm okay with that as long as she cooks it. Desire says she gonna block you. No, she won't. She ain't gonna block me. Tiny says, laughing my butt off. One of these pre-recorded videos of a person peeling eggs, child, I would holler. This is from Bud Webb says, all of the food cannot be a fraud. That is true. All the food can't be a fraud unless she's sourcing it from one person. So you're correct. Tiny says she's gonna do a live of her cooking hot dogs and beans with white bread. That sounds delicious because I love pork and beans. I love hot dogs with baked beans. I'm just one of those old school people. So, you guys, that's all I have. We'll be back tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Sorry, I'm going to cut this live just a tiny bit short because I got to get some testing done for the network. And so this is the reason why I got on a little early and I'm getting on a little late, or getting off a little early. So tomorrow we'll have a full hour. Send us the tea, send us the news, please send it to us. You can check us out, send it to us on Facebook, send it to us on Instagram. Y'all know how to find me. Share the tea. Nothing. Actually, no, send all of it. Also send it to our website as well. Leave a tip. If you have a story you want us to cover, leave a tip. It might end up on the network. Okay. So if you don't see me pumping out a whole lot of content about deep dive stories, it's because all of it's probably going to be on our network. I am your host, Chief Nosy Bystander. I am your host, Chief Nosy Bystander. What was I going to say? I'm sorry, I'm reading a comment. This is from Bud Webb says, I want to see the hoodie with the face. What hoodie with the face? This hoodie is only the chief wears. That's why it's made like this. We do have hoodies. We sell tons of merch. We're actually launching new merch for our launch of our network on Halloween. It won't be Halloween merch because y'all know I'm not into that. But this is the hoodie that the chief wears. But we have tons of videos on our TikTok page of people unboxing their hoodies and their crew necks. So go ahead and check out our TikTok page. All of the merch that we sell now, I'm almost certain is sold out. Maybe, I don't know. I gotta check. So we will be launching new merch for the rollout of the network, and we're gonna have colors. Don't worry, it's not gonna be all black and white, even though I hate colors. It is embossed. It's embroidered, yeah. So we pay a little bit extra for the embroidery. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's not that like gross tearaway shit. All of our stuff's embroidered. But that's on me. I just like quality stuff. Yeah, no after show, Tamika. We'll do an after show tomorrow, and I'll see you guys tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. And then we'll see you guys Friday. There's no set time for Friday's show because I don't know when Chef Tay Lee is going to go live. So turn your notifications on because she could go live. We're in the same time zone. So we're both Pacific Standard Time, so she won't get too far. So I will make sure that I don't worry, we're gonna screen record her whole live, and if you don't catch it, we'll have it recorded. But keep your notifications on if you want to check it out live. It's just going to be us doing a live reaction to her, whatever garbage she's going to pump out or whatever excuse she's going to make. Now, she does get on camera and cook. It'll be an interesting show. And it's not like we're going to take the content down. We just, here at the Nosy Bystanders, we just actually put out an official statement. So I would love to see her cook something delectable live so she can kind of shut everybody up. And she better make sure that those granite countertops remain the same. I'm your host, Chief Nosy Bystander. I will see you guys later, and good luck. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.